Welcome back, team, to another show of the old boys. It's been a minute since we've been in the seat. We've been very busy. A few personal side quests along the way, and we're now towards the back end of winter here in New Zealand, and hopefully the harsh weather's behind us, and we're on to bigger and better things in terms of sunshine and weather temperature. We're going to start off with something that's pretty close to us, and that's Christchurch, the city itself, and we've just gone for a big rebuild, and some of the things that we've experienced that we want to share with anyone out there that's wondering what Christchurch is like. Well, we know there's the big old city comparison, and potentially there's something there for you to learn and love about our city the same way that we do.
The city's cool, man. City's real cool. I had a mate come down last weekend with his family, and I just felt so proud showing off Christchurch. Yeah, it was mean. He turned up, we went golfing. Loved this, like at one of our little local golf courses, Harewood. And it's a beautiful course. And went to the pub and had a couple of Guinnesses.
Yeah, as you do.
As you do. It's got a little Guinness glow on, if you will. That was cool. And then he went to like Mount Hart for a day.
Which is only, what, an hour away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loved it. Hated the price. That was one thing that was spending.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, bro, there's cheat codes. Kids are free at Porter's. That's the one you take them to Porter's, bro. It's, I think he spent about $800.
Just for the day on the mountain?
Yeah. But that's, if you're unprepared and you have to hire for a whole family, Mount Hart will get you. But that's any ski mountain. You go to Queenstown or whatever.
Market price.
Yeah, unless you're set up for it with season passes, it's always going to be expensive.
Mm.
But then the next day, we caught up and went to the new swimming pools, Parakioi, which you and I have been to plenty of times.
Yep.
Hydro slides, mean. He and I had a field day.
Oh, the actual hydro slide, the big ones?
Yeah.
Okay, I've not been on that yet.
Oh, they're fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. This is like a 43-year-old man, and me and him were running around for a full hour block, just giggling, racing our children up the stairs, having a great time. It was really cool. We spent about 3 hours there because we went hydro slides and then the spas, played with the children in the deep pools, did all that. And then they opened up the diving boards. Have you jammed the diving boards?
I haven't been on the diving boards.
I've done about 3 times now. Bro, they are so fun.
I was watching all of this, the diving training going there the other day, the flips and tumbles that they were doing. Duck splashes. It was
so they let the public
very impressive.
They let the public go to the 10-meter one, and you get.
Is there one higher than that there?
There's like 3 higher.
There is 3 higher than that, eh? Yeah.
There's one that's like it must be. It's got to be 25 meters.
That's massive, bro.
Yeah, and
that is massive.
Always see the
same
diving. Little Asian girl, amazing, doing like triple, double backflips off it on her hands, bro. Just on a handstand on the edge, just waiting for her to. It was pretty cool because there was all the little Manu kids there.
Yeah,
wanted me from ages like 10 to 18.
Yeah, I've witnessed this. So I've been there at the start of the year because they only open up in December, and at the start of the year, the first school holidays, I was in there swimming laps, and there was just a line of kids all the way down the side of the pool, and it would have been 50, 60 deep. I can't even lie. I've got the video on my phone. Let's
Really?
add that into this. Yeah, 50, 60 deep, bro, and this chain bomb, boom, 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 the whole way through, and they just did it for hours. I had to stop and like I just fell in love with the nostalgia, and very impressive Manus now.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
impressive.
these kids were doing some monsters, bro.
Yeah, it's like they've nailed the art and the technique, and I mean that's another whole thing altogether. My sons and I watch the Manu World Champs online, and we watch there's a couple of like squads. They call themselves squads. There's a Manu Association in South Auckland, and they're just all down at the pool, bro, and it's all online clips, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's something that's pretty cool. It's native to New Zealand, just the art of bombing.
Yeah.
And bombing the water.
Yeah.
Some other countries ruined
do
from
better.
that, eh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get ruined.
Let's not go there.
Yeah. No, the art of the Manu bomb, like you can just put a bunch of Māoris in the water just drop them off and pick them up tonight in the morning, eh? And
That's my school holidays for a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah. like 7-8 hours. Get some money for the vending machines, pocket money. Just a whole day at the pools in Whakaaro.
Yeah, the pools go underrated as caregivers for the kids, hey, for
Yeah.
Māori kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, para kia ora. So I just experienced, well, I don't know, I've been there many, many times, but the facility is so cool. It is so, so cool. And on Saturday, just being, I took my two sons there, and it only cost me $8 for my sons and I to be in there, and it was for 2 hours or so. The cost price on it is very, very cheap, and I just love that the city council has offered that to us. And even the parking is good, and you get 2 hours for free.
Yeah.
And anything after that, you've got to pay for like a typical parking meter. But I mean, 2 hours is pretty fair. Yeah, especially in like a prime central hub of the city. It's right next door to Hagley Park.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining that some people are probably just predetermined they're going to park there when they're going to play netball at the courts and things like that. It's a little cheat code. But yeah, para kia ora, Christchurch City Council, well done.
Yeah, my wife just joined the gym there, and my mum. $20 a week. Gym, pools, you get
Classes,
classes. That's Pilates and yoga and
heaps of classes.
their HIIT classes. She got
Strength
saunas,
pumps, spin classes.
steam room, and just the only thing you have to pay on top of that is the hydro slides.
Yeah. And even then, they still have 3 available hydro slides there. Those little wet ones in the middle of the water park,
true.
water park playground.
Yeah.
Which my kids just go rampant on. We usually time it real well. We try to take them around like late afternoon, just before dinner and bedtime. So then like all the kids are done for the day, and then my kids don't have to wait in line. They're just, well, we've been together taking the kids at that time as well. So that's a cheat code, and then that's their final shower for the night and straight into dinner and bed.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
There's another kind of event centre that's opened up as well in Christchurch, and we'll talk about that one.
Yeah, I mean, we touched on it last time, I believe, but we've been a couple times since then to the new stadium, and just never disappoints, eh?
Never disappoints. Actually,
Given the GA, that's the first. I was lucky enough. Every time I've been, it was through work, so it was always corporate.
Yep.
Quite down low, awesome experience. We went the cheap GA seats, but you're up high. I didn't realize how high and steep you were, so it was like a bird's eye view of the game.
Yeah.
I think low key better viewing.
Really? I haven't been down the corporate place, but yeah, it was. I have to hold on to this thought that when Cody was sitting in this chair and he said he thinks that the prices were going to be pretty fair. The prices are extremely fair. The kids were like less than $6 entry each, and then I think our adults tickets were about $11 with servicing fees or something like that. So for what, $25, 2 kids and an adult to go to 2 hours of entertainment. Halftime show is Shapeshifter, which is a headline act anywhere. You know, you can pay $100 ticket to go watch that, and you just get all this wonderful experience. And the crowds are nearly selling out every week, and it's pretty cool to see for the city.
100%. And it's temperature control too, because that was a freezing night.
It was a freezing night.
And you get there, and it's, you don't need multiple layers. We were taking layers off.
Yeah, because it was probably the first weekend of August, which is the 3rd month of winter in New Zealand, and night temperatures you're getting below 5 degrees, and then later towards early mornings negatives. So, yeah, very cool, very, very cool. And if that's just the start of what's to come, man, it's exciting.
Hard out. Yep. Christchurch is a very cool place, that's for sure.
Yeah, summertime Christchurch is elite.
Yeah.
It's elite. Winter has always kind of been like the dampener on the spirit, but with this new entertainment and play, because they had an All Blacks game, they had a Warriors game, they had the 660 all through winter.
Yeah.
There's something there to kind of keep you invested in. Well, I mean, as long as you enjoy everyday life is probably the main thing. But yeah, it's cool. It's a cool place to be.
Yeah, we've been going to just back to Para Kia ora, right next to our church. So our Sunday missions have just been church in the morning, straight to the pools. That's our Sundays, eh? I just love it. Absolutely love it. You get the kids all tired, take them home, bedtime, that routine. And I'm loving my Sundays now.
Yeah,
Already
nice.
there. I really look forward to some warmer weather though. We got some snow the other day. A
Yeah,
hearty August.
yeah. Well, because I thought to myself, this winter had been the best winter I've ever experienced in Christchurch. I've been here for 15 years. And I left overseas last week of July, or maybe second to last week of July. And it was beautiful up until that moment. And then when I left for 10 days, it was like a real bad patch. So I kind of struck gold there. But coming back, I was like, oh, this is the cold. August was being cold,
Yeah,
cold.
yeah.
Yeah. Still dry in the days, but man, it just drops in.
A few of those the kids rugby trainings
Uh,
and rugby mornings.
yeah, so I mean, we've actually just completed coaching our kids' league team for the season, and under fives, it's nursery grade. They play Ripper rugby, and we had probably what 2 or 3 consecutive weeks of training cancelled, games were cancelled. The local rugby league head of office actually scheduled us to have a game on a day that it was miserable, but because they'd missed 2 weeks in a row, they're like, oh, I think we just got to get them out on the field. But we personally chose to cancel the game because it was just bucketing down. And to have what, like 3 to 5 year olds outside in the pouring rain and before 8:30 a.m. in the morning, it's just not something you want on your bingo calendar during the winter, especially when the flu's going around. Um, so yeah, we decided to call that, and yeah, we just finished our last game on the weekend, just been, and it was your boy's first season playing, and what was your experience like as a father to watch him play for the first time, and then also like be a part of that journey by helping him get through it?
Yeah, for sure. I was actually thinking about this, but I thought more about your son, just because he's had such a like breakthrough. We'll touch on that soon, but like a breakthrough mental, physical development just in this short little season. I've seen it from his first game of this season to his last game. It's pretty cool to see those things switching on for him. It was drastic. My son, he's still in that first year. Not too much has changed. He still tells everyone he's the best rugby player in the world. He still doesn't understand. He's still trying to figure it out. And I'm not putting too much pressure on there, but I think next season I'm excited to see that development.
Yeah.
I think going from, you know, 5 to 6 will be massive. You know, next year he'll be 5, and I'm really excited to see that. But no, it was just cool. It was just cool to be a part of it. And although sometimes I was like, man, it's cold. Fire out. He doesn't even know what he's doing anyway. I can't be bothered. It's like, bro, no, don't teach him your bad habits. Turn up, Egg. So, this made a conscious effort of just like, bro, we always turn up to trainings. It's important. And just drilling that into him. And he just built little camaraderies, with the boys there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just let them be, let them figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the cool part is like by the end of the season they've formed their own little friend groups and they actually remember each other. Some of them will only see each other once a week, you know, or even once a fortnight, and they hold on to these little memories. And even like my sons played for a different team last year. We still see some of those kids in passing, and then they've still kept the relationship and stop and say hi and how you've been, etc. At that young age, that's probably impressed me with like the community culture side of it and the connection of it. But yeah, I mean, to be a part of it, to watch the kids grow and obviously be the coaches and to see them actually progress is probably the coolest and most rewarding part. And we couldn't have signed off on a better last game.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
perfect.
everyone got a run, everyone got a try.
Yep.
The way you led Tyson down the field,
Yeah.
got him one as well. You know that meant a lot for him and his whānau too. So
Absolutely.
yeah, that was cool.
But yeah, to see your boys' development this year has been pretty cool. Young Cuppa, he's just a mini you. Super confident. like very competitive, and it's crack up. It's sort of like you can see a light bulb moment, and he's figured out the game.
He figured it out.
He figured it out.
He figured it out.
And while I've always been teaching my son, bro, don't chase them. Try and cut them off, and then you've got a good chance of getting a rip. You could see when that happened for Kappa, and he just, the last few games, he's decided, I'm fullback.
Yeah.
You guys handle up the front there, I've got them at the back, and he's just there waiting. And he cuts his little lines, he's learned how to sidestep, and he's just leaps and bounds above the that grade now. And
It would be cool to see like if he can progress that way, like year to year, of what could happen, because he's he's pretty cool to watch, eh?
yeah,
Yeah.
very, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. And he's been rowing little 2Kers, isn't he?
Yeah. My boy, he's a little mahi dog. Yep, he's self-proclaimed mahi dog. He's in the gym. Each week at the moment he's rowing 3 days a week. He's doing 2K at least, and then adding some work on top of that. And like a 2K row for him is 16 minutes. Like that's a long time for such a young kid to spend with an attention span on something monotonous and difficult. And that's not usually the case for attention span for young kids. So that I'm pretty pleased with. But he does all this other training. He does his CrossFit stuff, but his whole thought processes around what he's trying to do is one, he does it, and this is self-driven. I'm not cracking the whip on him or anything like that. We do encourage it, and we'll definitely support it. Anytime my kids ask that they want to train, we stop and we train. But it's all self-driven, and his whole want to do it and be better at it is to be the best rugby player. And so no fish can get off his line when he throws his hook in the water, because he watches fishing shows, and some people like fight, and obviously they lose their fish, and he's like, nah, they're not strong enough, Papa. They got to go to the gym. And I might even have a video of this, but there's one time I was literally watching the TV with him. He was watching some dude try to pull up a mahi and lose the fish, and he went straight into the gym, picked up a power bag, put on his back, and squatted 50 reps. He's like, I'm not gonna lose my fish, Papa. I've got to get stronger.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, very, very funny. He's a funny little dude.
How are you going to preserve that? That's actually one thing I was thinking of. This won't be long, and our kids will be engrossed in technology, and be asking for phones at 10 or 11 or 12 or whatever. How are you going to manage that?
I think one, like monkey see, monkey do. Environment is important.
Yeah.
And Tols and I don't have any plans on slowing down of being active and being purposeful of being in the gym, and just being aware enough to be there. We're fortunate that we have a setup at home, and then obviously we own a gym, so we can take them there anytime. And we do, bro. We do Saturday evenings. We come to the gym. We just bring the family to the gym, and we just set stuff up, and then they just start playing. But playing is exercise, and then I gaslight my kids so hard, bro. I wonder if anyone here could do like 30 burpees. Well, I can. And then off they go, bro. Boom, boom, boom. I don't think anyone could do 30 burpees. And I wonder if anyone could do like 10 clean and jerks. I don't think anyone could. Oh, watch this.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you just figure it out. Like, you figure out how kids react and respond. And the one thing is to make it not a chore. And I think that, like, the highest priority for me is, like, I don't want to be a father coach who then gets resented because you pushed and you're trying to live your life vicariously through me.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to show them what I think is a cool life and how to work towards that. And if you want to do it. And I'll support that rather than like, hey, live this life because I wish I did.
Yeah, perfect. I think you're spot on there. Make you see, make you do. What's the best thing you can do, really? And then, limit the screen time or just, I don't know, I'm battling with it. Just because I think, honestly, it's even hard. You see adults are addicted to their phones at the moment, really bad.
What is the addiction? Like, how...
Dopamine, I think, bro.
Oh, I know that, but like, what what determines addiction? Like how long do you have to sit and spend time on? Like what's the time domain per sitting or over the course of a day or a week? Is it classified as an addiction? Because it gets it's such blurred lines between work, research, entertainment, play,
Yeah.
and just desensitization.
I think if you can't delete an app like YouTube or Instagram for a week and just go without, then I'd say that's an addiction. So a lot of
Yeah.
people, I struggle. I struggle to delete YouTube. I love watching YouTube in my own time.
Yeah, but like I mean, it's growing up. My mum and dad were glued to Shortland Street, and you just get home and it'd be like Home and Away, the news, Shortland Street, John Campbell, Shortland Street, then My House, My Castle.
Yeah.
It was just like show on TV until
saying it's a
bedtime, right?
bad
Like,
But I feel like now that we've got it just in our pockets, any show you want at any time.
just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, but like, here's the thing: an older generation would be like, "Oh, this younger generation's always on us." Like, bro, if you had it, you would too.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, that's the thing though. Like, I couldn't imagine if I had an iPhone at 10 or, at school.
yeah.
I think just creativity and productivity.
It depends. It depends.
It doesn't depend. And I know, I just want to do the right job for my
Yeah.
kids. I just don't want to.
Well,
I
I've
just wanna
seen,
manage- I just want to manage them through it, and not at the same time like try and like over parent them and over, no, this is not good. You're not having this until you're 18. Blah blah blah. Because then, like you say, they'll just resent you, and as soon as they can, it's like, yo, I'm making up for all this lost time.
Norway had run an experiment. And they gave a group of 5-year-olds tablets. Every single one of them had tablets. And now, look, if you're Norwegian, fact check me on this, but this is what I'm seeing in research and online. They gave the kids at 5 years old like devices. They had them for 10 years to the age of 15, and they studied them and seen their behaviors, and they noticed that like their productivity, creativity, their need for screens and whatnot, their difficulty in interaction with like discipline became exponentially harder that they removed all those devices from the next generation. So they used them as a case study essentially, and they figured out like this isn't good. Let's pull it out. And so yeah, I think it's like, well, how do you actually integrate it for good purposes? And then, how do you know how do you teach them to have enough self-awareness and control? Because I mean, adults don't have self-control, like how are you trying to teach someone else to do so? And again, it's monkey see monkey do. You can tell me one thing, but if I don't see it, like, how am I going to follow suit?
100%. I think sports and activities is the savior to that stuff. You just got to keep them busy. So during the week they've got trainings and this and that, and then when they're not training, yeah, they can veg out and game and spend some time doing that. But if they're consumed with sports and activities, I think that would solve a lot of it, and it's just up to the parent to be proactive and making sure they get to them and sign them up, and just get them out of the house, get them out there doing, keep them busy.
Yeah, parents, that's a big job for us, is to actually, I mean, we've experienced it with coaching the kids' league team. It's not the kids' fault that they don't turn up. It's the parents not bringing them.
Yeah.
Parent all of a sudden can't be bothered or can justify an excuse and a reason as to why not to go, rather than buying into the development of kids to actually be in places. But again, like it's a younger generation of parents, and is there enough I don't know, solidarity built within the parent to understand the situations yet? Does an older parent, like I know parents who've had kids at age 40 and the kids are 5 and under right now, like they have a pretty good structure and maturity around parenting and systems versus a 25-year-old with a 5-year-old kid. They're on TikTok.
Yeah.
I see them. Within the circles we're in at schools, kohanga, even the gym. Some of the kids go TikTok in their hands. Like, whoa,
Yeah.
that's a dangerous place.
Too right.
But the parent is so young. That's what they know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I was a gamer. I grew up a gamer, and so that's what I'm not half bad. Like I spent more than my fair share on technology, but I was also outside. I was gamer and sport.
Yeah.
Like I had the two hand in hand. But yeah, that was pretty much me too.
I just love PlayStation, bro.
Jonah Loma rugby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tiger Woods.
I had the Tiger Woods 2008 on Nintendo DS Game Boy thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Pro Tour. That's when I started playing, like, because it was portable. You could play it in the car.
Yeah.
It's in the car ride.
Yeah.
So it's like an addiction. My
course.
dopamine. I was watching out the window.
Yeah, you just got to manage it, eh? Just be more keen on other stuff, and that's all good as long as you've just got control of it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have control of you.
Yeah.
My cousin Ezra, I remember playing PlayStation 1, no Sega, James Bond 007. He'd sit there rocking, bro.
Nintendo.
Just didn't want to put the controller down. And he'd rock until he had like a little wet patch.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, Ezra, just go toilet, man. That dude, bro, all he ate was peanut butter sandwiches and just played games until he's a fully grown man.
Sounds like
He was nearly translucent, bro. That's how...
translucent.
He had no vitamin D in him. He never saw, like, the sun. Just a gamer.
Yeah. Get some good hobbies. Get some good hobbies. My kids love crab hunting and fishing and...
I'm not kidding you. My daughter caught a spider and let it crawl on her the other day. The thing was like that. Honest, like, she was like, Dad, I found this huge spider, because she's always getting spiders and slugs. And I was just like, yeah, well, sweet, just do it. That's pretty big, Dad. I don't know if it's, like, venomous or not. No, we don't have venomous ones. And then when she got it and she showed me, all the adults were just like, oh. And we're like, put it down, or put it in a bucket.
You can't panic though, eh? It sets them off. Like,
it was huge. No, she's like, I'm amazed at how she is with bugs and stuff. And I had to like Google it. I took a photo of it and asked ChatGPT what it is, and it was a stonker. It was a big native Kiwi spider.
big native Kiwi stonker. That's what it came up at.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Big native stonker. But yeah, she's fearless, man.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. There's something that you don't want to train out of them at all.
Hell no.
Yeah. My son is my 3-year-old. He's been telling me his whole dream is to just get big cages and put big snakes in them. He's like, I just want to get big snakes, Papa. That's what I want to do. Big boxes and get my snakes. He loves bugs. He catches slaters and calls them roly polies because they
they do.
they ball themselves up. And so, bro, the amount that he just loses on our floor in our house, and I'm like, the tolls, where do those bugs? I don't know, they're on the floor somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh well, this is just this kid's life, and we're just like, we're just living in this world, and we love it. We love it how he just wants to get his hands dirty and be part of that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but like you say, sports, like get involved in sports. My kid rowing, you can't watch a phone, scroll on the phone with your two hands on the rowing handle and just pulling away.
Yeah.
They do Wakaama outside of winter. We're signed up for surf life saving, little nippers. So that's going to be a couple hours at the beach every couple days a week.
Yeah.
So they're out in the water. You can't take your phone in the ocean. So there's another way to disconnect reconnect.
And CrossFit Kids.
CrossFit Kids.
Yeah. Now that rugby's finished, I'll meet into that.
Yeah.
Start there.
That's awesome, man. CrossFit Kids that we have here is so cool. There's about, I don't know, like 16 of them in at the moment. And it's very, very cool. It is very, very cool. People don't realize how resilient kids are, how much they can handle. So, like, I'll say this. I train the kids. Like, I don't, it's play-based first. It's enjoyment first, but they're training. I have a very like goal-orientated focus of how I want to develop any kid that comes through this pathway because of what I've seen in the past and what I think I know that I can grow and develop them to. We've seen kids in here, a couple kids get signed by NRL clubs are still in high school. we've got a young girl in here that's 14 years old who's very strong, very fit, and has had a phone call from a couple of the NRL women's clubs asking to move to Australia already. And the parents have said, like, we can't just get up and leave. But that situation is happening, and I'm looking at the 3-year-olds in here right now. I'm like, okay, we've got good body awareness. We're teaching them those little things. We're getting good habits. It's fun stuff. And again, gaslighting. Who can do the blah, blah, blah? But they're all learning weightlifting, good squat technique and jerks. And my 5-year-olds are already doing jumping bar muscle ups and classes. Like they're very well prepared. And the style of training you have to change to make it suit kids. Because they don't have no pacing control, and they just won't. Like you can do it as much as you want. So you have to, like, it's more like 2-minute, 3-minute work bouts, rest, and go again, go again, go again. But they don't need like 3 minutes of rest either. Like if you give them that much, you've lost them. Their attention span, they've gone anywhere else. But they're also recovered in like a minute. Like, so it's been an interesting world learning the development of a kid, what they can handle, and also what you can actually throw at them and prepare them for the next stages. And I'm drilling into them good habits. We talk about nutrition. We talk about what's bad food, what's good food, so then they have an awareness for themselves to make decisions. And I teach them what is hard work or what's considered hard from the public, and we'll do it. And it's not that hard, eh? Like let's do 3 rounds of it. And so then they're just building this like little dexterity in the back of their minds that what they do is normalized, but what other people would consider hard.
Yeah, it's cool, man. That's very cool. I think that's gonna bode so well for them in their later years of life. A little bit of adversity, hard work.
Bro, I've just I was fortunate enough to play some pretty high level sports my whole junior life. And being in elite systems, and you see all Polynesian, Pacific and Māori kids, at least, like I can just generalize that, have a huge amount of talent, natural born talent. But the moment you hear this word in training, hit the line, it's like a big sulking lip. Ooh. Hit the line means, all right, we're going to line up, we're going to do some running. You don't know. Some exercise. That's all it is. And the lip drops, bro, and the mileage slows down, and this is where they don't succeed. It's like, the day that we can fix that and have the talent, the creativity, the skill, and the hard work ethic, and the want to actually drive and be better. And it has to come from a focal point of, if you just do this hard thing, you'll get better at it. That's all it is. You just have to do it, and you'll get better at it. And guess what? You're going to hate it for like 5 or 6 times, but then you're going to see the progression, and you're going to understand that this progression was on the back of these instances. And because that happened, you're going to get invested in that progression. But if I do 6 more, it's going to get better. Then all of a sudden, your times aren't so bad. So then you start to enjoy it because other people start applauding it, rewarding it. And it's just having like a different framework to understand. And I was in that position, bro. I hated all right, we're going out to the sand dunes and we're going to run up the hills. And I was like, fuck, I'm the best kicker, runner, passer in the team. But like, I don't want to run up those hills.
Yeah.
It's like, if I could have just got that part out of me and the people around me, but like, you're going to get picked anyway because you're good enough. Like your talent is so good, but that will only take you. I mean, it's cliche, talent will take you so far and hard work will always outwork the talent. So yeah, that's where I'm at with the kids. And I just want to install that, and I want to see what a lifetime of that looks like, because I don't think we've actually seen that yet.
I mean, we won't go into the CrossFit gangs, but a lot of the dudes at the top were in CrossFit teens, and like you started with kids, didn't they now?
Oh, yeah.
They're all...
Emma Lawson, 9 years old, started CrossFit. She got second at the games. Olivia Kerstetter.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can go right there. And then Sprague's dad did it. And so he was in there, younger than 10. So although he's 2 times games champion, he's 23?
23.
That's crazy, bro. And he is good. I know he's probably your favorite CrossFitter right now, eh?
Yeah, I like Sprague.
Yeah, he is very... And why do you like him? I know why.
Because he's a tall, lanky, God-fearing man.
Yeah, dude.
One thing I noticed about Sprague, Pepper, Who's the other big unit?
Hopper.
Hopper. They're all hard out Christian boys too.
I mean, Mayhem is all built around Christian philosophies.
Froning's a God-fearing man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very, very.
Big Christian values.
I would say like a lot of CrossFit in the elite spaces. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of them are. Fee
motivating.
Sagafi, she's very, very good and very God fearing.
It's definitely motivating for me. I like seeing it because I obviously made a big change in my life and following more of the Christian values just behind closed doors, just doing my normal thing. And then I see the way they go about life and you can clearly see their fruit, you know. They've obviously got good seeds rooted in the ground and they bear good fruit and all their morals and values are just cool, and I like that. Where I'm from, you sort of get laughed at if you want to go down that path. And seeing them where it's so their faith is like they're so bold and we'll talk about it openly, and it's, you know, got them to where they are and who the men they are today. It was pretty cool to see. I just want to swing back to work ethic as kids. There's two things in my life that absolutely like reinforced my work ethic, which looking back, I want to try and, you know, emulate for my kids. But first one was kayak fishing with my dad. Bro, like 12 years old, I was in the kayak with him, and we'd go out to our local spot, which was only like a couple of K offshore. But the whole carrying the kayaks down early in the morning, you know, go out past the breakers. Sometimes you get bowled over, sweet as, but then a little kayak out and learning it all and come back. But some days we'd go on the big mission, and, you know, I never wanted to miss out.
Yeah.
Sambo, this is it's a long paddle, this one. Oh, I'm all good, Dan, I'm all good. Are you sure? Yeah, never wanted to miss out. And, you know, it'd probably be somewhere of sort of 7-8K out, and then sort of paddle around, and then, you know, you got to come back in. There's a couple of times, bro, where the weather changed, and like all the men were like, all right, we're heading back in, and I'm trying to keep up, but I'm only 12, and my arms can't. I was struggling, bro, and I've got like 7K, and I'm watching them just go, and Dad's just like, Sam, I can't tell you, mate, you've just got to stay in it. You just got to dig your paddle in and just keep going. And there was times, bro, I remember more than once, there's probably 3 or 4 times where I'm just into the wind, into the rain, freezing. I feel like I've got a marathon ahead of me, and I'm paddling, and I know I'm not going anywhere. I'm literally not moving, and I'm just crying, bro. Just crying for like an hour straight. And then eventually I've made some ground, and like, it's literally like running a marathon. That's why, like, when we stand on a row, I can hurt in CrossFit workouts. I can choose to do those like long, hard things. It's built resilience. Absolutely, that was a game changer for me.
It was life threatening.
Yeah, it was literally life threatening, but there was no way out. My dad couldn't help me. I had to just keep pedaling. And then another one's just like a building apprenticeship. That's just 4 years. You got to dedicate. You learn your art, your trade, and you've got to be reliable, turn up, and work, 8-hour days. In the cold, in the wet, whatever, I don't care, tying steel.
Do you think you were turning up more at the early stages of your apprenticeship to get your apprenticeship, or just because you were hardworking enough to want to earn a paycheck week to week, and then the apprenticeship kind of came on top of it?
Yeah, there was no long-term end goal. It was just, that's what you did. It was just what you did. One, I wanted to get paid, and it was just my job. It's just what you did. I didn't really. There was no other thought of me going, I could leave this job and go find an office job.
Yeah.
There was none of that. It was sort of like, I wanted to be a builder.
Yeah, this is my life.
Yeah.
But kids are so impressionable. They'll just dote on like the first thing that's given to them, which is also, again, why it's so important to have the right environment around you. Yeah, because like I was kind of same situation. I started working when I was 11. I worked for my auntie in her bistro, and at the RSA, and I learned like it was like a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. She needed a helping hand, kitchen hand, so I was like taking orders. So I learned like the customer process and whatnot, and then she taught me how to cook. So she could just read her book out the back. So I learned how to cook like everything. Cook. She taught me how to cook steaks and salads and ham steaks with pineapples. And I learned combinations and chicken tender. I learned how to deep fry everything. I learned how to make salads and like what sauces go with what. So she did a good job on that front. My dad told me that go work for your auntie. She needs help, but you're not gonna take any money off her. I was like, hey, oh, you know what I mean? Do like 5 plus 6 plus 3, 4, maybe like 15 hours a weekend, and I'm not getting anything for it. He's gonna feed. I was like, this sounds shit.
Yeah.
But nah, she was good to me. She'd give me like, I don't know, whatever she could, 10, 20 bucks a night. And don't tell your father type situation. So I'd always pocket that and save up and get my own stuff. So I learned how to like, I was like, oh, I need new rugby boots, and they're like 180 bucks. So well, if I save for 2 months and I've got enough money for that, and blah blah blah. So I learned good habits that way. Um, she taught me how to play the pokies.
Oh.
Yeah, I learned how to play the pokies. So outside of my mum and dad being there, I don't know, every other day. But yeah, shoot. Here's me, bro. 11 years old. I'll never forget this. I had a shirt that said liquor, like alcohol liquor. She'll love it. And like, because they'd always used to laugh at me for wearing it.
Yeah.
All the what do you call them? The tendies of the pub.
Yeah.
And so I used to try and like put my chest up taller and walk into the pokies like I was 18, slap the pokies, won the $500 jackpot a few times, and
It's so illegal.
it was so illegal, bro. And my auntie just like if I won, we just split the money. So
Sounds like a fair deal.
yeah, it was quiz. Half the time we were playing on her money anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
So shout out Auntie Karen for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah. So I learned that. Then I mean, I did a couple of other jobs, bro. Scrub cutting for property developers in Queenstown when I was like 13, making pretty good money, and you could just wake up and do as much hours as you wanted. So I was like 4 o'clock in the morning trying to wake my brothers and my cousin up. Like my cousin was the one that landed us the job. We stayed, I don't know, 2 hours away from Queenstown, so we'd go up there for 5 6 days and then go home for a day or two and then come back. And I'm up at like 4. I'm like, bros, we're gonna get paid by the hour. Let's get there 4:30 a.m. Go at 8 p.m. What are we up to? We're not doing anything else. Let's go get paid. But like, oh, wait for them to get up at like 6 and then head off. But I think getting ingrained with that kind of integrity at that age, and then finally, my last 3 years of high school, I was 15, and I was working night shift at the freezing works. So I would go to work. Yeah, my work started. I'll be at work at 4:30, and I'd get home about 2 a.m. And then I would go sleep, wake up at like 7, drop my mum at work, had no license, owned a car. I was 15, drop my mum at work, and then I would go to high performance sport training in the gym, and then do a day of school. I only went to a couple classes, like I'll just kind of bum around a little bit, but finish school at like 3 p.m, have rugby training till 4, and then boom, this repeat process for 3 years. And so I was making bank. I was making more money than probably the teachers at the time, which was hard in itself, because I remember being in like the lunch break in the quad area, this where everyone congregates on the concrete, and there's a bit of rubbish over there, and the teacher comes past, he's like, bro, go pick that up. And I'm sitting there eating my lunch. I'm like, what do you mean, bro? You're standing right beside it. You pick it up. It's like my rubbish. He's like, it's like this real authority complex. He's like, pick it up. I'm like, one, bro, I'll smash you. Like, I'm in the gym, like I'm already freaking squatting like nearly 190 at that time, and
Bro, that is your son. That is Kappa. Honestly.
Like that was my first mental thought.
Same attitude. That's hilarious.
But then second, I'm like, hang on, bro. I go to work and I get paid and I get treated as an equal because my output is the same as these people, and I come here and you treat me like a kid, and I'm making probably the same money as you. Like, what are you up to? Yeah. I didn't tell him that, but that's the one thing that like stuck with me. I was like, you can't treat people any different, It all has to be equal value. And if it's something that's going to put someone out of their way and they've got nothing to do with them, like, that's just a superior complex. Like, what are you up to?
Harder. Where do you think you clicked onto that? Why did you want to work?
Because we had no money.
It was an A.
We had no money, bro. We had no money, and like, bro, you could see just like the financial tension and stress in the household. Bro, I remember, and like, look, don't internet, don't do your thing on my dad like this. I don't wear this on me. It's not heavy or anything like that. But I remember having a money jar. I'm like 9 years old, and I was saving up, and I got like it's full to the brim, bro. It's probably got like $15 in there. In the year of 1999, that's a good amount of money. You know, like you can go down to United Video and get a game out for the weekend and a couple of bottles of Fanta and whatever. Yeah, like sky's the limit with $15. And my dad came into my room. I'm on the top bunk of my brother and I's bed, and bro called me, you got any money? And I'm like, oh, I know I had this in my top drawer. And he goes, I need some smokes. And I hated smoking. I resented it so much. I just knew it to be bad health and it was killing me. And I'm like, my dad's gonna die from this stuff. And I said, yep, I got some money. It's in my top drawer, in my thing. And it took me like, I don't know, 8 months to save it.
Wow.
And bro, he took it, and I just cried when he left the room. I just hugged my pillow and cried. And I just thought I will never ever put my kids in that situation of feeling what this feels like.
Yeah.
Of feeling your thing that you work so hard to gain for yourself, take it off them for your own negative addiction. And that really hurt me at that age.
Tough, bro.
And
But you still just had like, you still honored him as your dad.
yeah.
Is that why you gave it to him?
Yeah, I loved him enough. Like I felt like I had a choice. Like it wasn't. I mean, he probably could have said, "No, fuck you, I'll just take it anyway."
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt like I could have said no, but I thought this fella really needs this. He really, really needs this. Yeah, bro, take it. Take my 8 months for your 3 minutes of relief. You know, and so just forever had a resentment towards cigarettes and just the impact and power it had over people, and knowing the negative connotation, health metrics that come with it, and yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, and that's still, you still remember that vividly, don't you?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I do not want my kids to experience that.
100%.
No, I will not let my
Yeah.
kids experience
No.
that.
Breaking cycles, bro. Yep. That's what that is. Breaking cycles, man.
Yeah, I don't have any resentment towards them or anything like that.
Ah, and like you said,
It's just a situation.
how old was your dad when he had you guys, kids?
Maybe like he was in his 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just,
So he would have been like 40, early 40s to 45 when he did that situation.
but just never, it's only a generation ago away, and it's so common where the men just really struggled to break those cycles. Really struggled to break them. For whatever reason, it seems to be a big thing in this generation.
Oh, I mean, circumstances like even that situation is so far forward from my dad's situation. Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. I mean, like, you know, I don't know if this is the place to go in on his story, but his father was an alcoholic. He's one of 14 kids. He's second youngest, my dad, and so you know, there's not enough to go around in the household. They live in Gisborne, which is a pretty hearty place, and he yeah, his dad was an alcoholic, bro. He'd only focused on himself. He'd come home and just beat up everyone, the mum,
Yeah.
all the kids.
Yeah.
So my dad tells stories of them sleeping under the house to hide from them, you know. And
Similar stories in my family.
and yeah, I mean, my dad first seen jail at 15, so that's the path.
Yeah.
You know, what was his environments like, and what was his leaders like, and yeah, I mean, like I've not had a straight and narrow path myself, but definitely, like from what he had to then what I had to what I'm able to provide, is just leaps and bounds,
Of course.
leaps and bounds. And I think it helps. Like, again, I hold no resentment. I have zero trauma from my life or upbringing. Like nothing phases me in that aspect. But
Yes.
it's all good learnings. And it's very helpful for me to understand that, because especially like my work is essentially with so many different walks of life, and I feel like I'm respected enough to talk in each space. Like I'm not a faker in each world. Like like I can sit at the business table and I can go into the hood and throw the ball around.
Yeah.
And I'm accepted in both places, I think. So
Do you think you've had to forgive your parents for anything? Growing up? Like, has there been anything you've had to, like, if you held on to it, maybe you'd be bitter and resent them a bit? Or is there things
Ooh.
you had to sort of just, you don't have to go into details, but sometimes
Well, currently I don't have a relationship with my mum and dad. Yeah.
so there's
And,
no relationship at the moment.
no relationship at the moment.
I'm pretty this, forgive me if I'm wrong, tell me, but isn't that because you sort of set a boundary one Christmas or something?
I definitely set a boundary.
Yeah. And it wasn't received too good.
It was crossed.
Yes.
Yeah, it was crossed for sure. It was stepped outside of, and I made it known many times, and I had many chances of like, hey, these are the boundaries, and change didn't happen. And then so, at what point do you not remove yourself from the situation because it's just not getting better? I'm a fair person. I'm a very fair person. Um, I know it. I've been able to be fortunate enough to kind of lead a community for over a decade, and people trusted me to help them lead their lives. Like they can't be not true, you know. So I feel like it came from a good place, and there was always like deflections and justifications that weren't adding up, and also, well, that's a different thing. Like if you need that type of help and support, we can do that. We can go get that help and support, but you can't use that as reason and justification to do this because that's not fair. You're doing these acts, and now you're blaming it on these things. So well, then let's go get the help, and then like, I know I don't need help. Well, then if you can't help yourself, then well, how can I help you? Here's the line. And yeah, man, there's a saying from Albert Einstein, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and hoping for a different outcome. And so what am I gonna do, bro? Keep turning up and it be the same situation and negative connotation in the situation and leave and then just hope that time settles the dust and come back in and it just repeats itself. And that's all it is. And it's always been my family unit's ways. So I was like, look, man, I got kids, I'm a father, I'm a leader of a community, and I value positivity, and this is where I'm at. Like if you're not gonna meet me here, I'll always love you, you're my family, but sorry, I'm just gonna go dip out. And
Yeah, well, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, you've started your new family, and essentially, that's now your family. You leave your family, and you've got your family now, and that's your priority.
it's my highest priority.
Yeah, and that's how the structure is always, I think, works naturally good.
Yeah.
And so
I mean, for sure,
it's
like
totally fine to not feel obliged or manipulated or bad for setting a boundary to protect you're now your number one family.
yeah, it sucks because like my parents haven't met my two youngest children. They've not been a part of their lives at all, and I mean that's their loss. That's what you had to understand, that you were going to leave on the table if you were going to continue to do these things and not make change.
Yeah.
You have to understand that you're not going to lose out on me. Who cares about me? You're going to lose out on the next one, the next bloodline. Like I couldn't imagine the amount of pride that at least I'm hoping to feel when I become a grandparent and think like I love my kid so much, and my kid produced another one, another mini me, which is a descendant of me, and I had more time, maturity, and awareness in my own life at this point. Give me that kid. Like, let me love this kid.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to see all the evolutions of us through this kid. That's what I knew that my parents were playing with. And I try to present that to them. It's not a threat. It's just, again, it's like, yo, I can't be in this relationship if it's like this. And you're not picking up what I'm contributing, and it's coming from a fair standpoint, because I'm working on myself before I even bring it to the table. You just speak and react. You know, you listen but don't understand. I'm putting all these like thoughts and things together and trying to understand and identify and then presenting it and understanding what outcomes come from those. And I very much understand that an abandonment of this relationship is possible. So much to the point that I thought, hey, if this, what's the worst outcome? Oh, we're going to get to a point where my parents die and we had bad terms and we never resolved it. And you're going to go to the funeral. How are you going to feel? Are you going to break down and wish you had changed everything? And I says, well, if that happens, I'm going to make sure I do everything that I can to make sure that I tried my best. So then I'm okay with the outcome.
Yeah.
I don't want that to be the outcome.
Yeah.
But I dealt with the loss of that relationship before it even came. Because, and then like it sucks to not even have, I mean, to have that as a consideration point that you know, you don't have enough faith in them that is going to be the outcome. This shouldn't even be on the table.
No. Yeah, it's a wise take on that, bro. An evaluation of the whole situation. I think you've done everything right. And hopefully there's some healing there, bro. Yeah, hopefully they, because if there is, they'll grow from it, and they'll be massive.
Oh yeah, my door's always open to that relationship.
Oh,
It will forever be, but it comes with conditions, and it sucks. Like yeah, oh, it's your blood, it's your mum and dad. Like they looked after you, raised you. Like yeah, cool, but like just because you love someone doesn't mean that you have to like or enjoy their company.
it's gonna be respect.
Yeah,
You're an adult. There's respect.
yeah. I mean, there's so much more to that. I don't.
Yeah, no, there is.
My parents are just willfully ignorant.
Yes.
Willfully ignorant.
Yeah.
You choose to be ignorant. You choose to be disrespectful. And that I just couldn't side with. I'm like, bro, and it's like you're going out of your way to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's more difficult for you to do that than it is just to like be nice. Why? How are you ingrained like this? Who hurt you?
And that's it, bro. It just comes from a place of hurt.
Who hurt you?
Shame on you.
Shame now.
I'll end it there. Peace out. A-Town.
Yeah.